And we have another question.
My name is Alex Brill, and I'm a research fellow in the economics department at the American Enterprise Institute. Even if the super committee hadn't failed, the savings that they would have proposed would have been a drop in the bucket relative to the $11 trillion deficit our country may face in the subsequent decade. In the decades after that, without entitlement reform, we'll borrow even more. To strengthen our economy, to strengthen our country, what entitlement reform proposals would you make to address our long-term structural deficit?
Good question. Speaker Gingrich.
It's a great question, and it raises the core issue of really large-scale change. Yesterday in Manchester, I outlined a Social Security reform plan based on Chile and based on Galveston, Texas. In Chile, people who now have the right to a personal Social Security savings account, for 30 years, the government of Chile has promised that if you don't have as much savings as you would get from Social Security, the government would make up the difference. In 30 years' time, they've paid $0. Even after 07 and 08 and 09, people slid from 3 times as much to 1.5 times as much. But they didn't go below the Social Security amount. The result is in Chile, for example, 72%, they have 72% of the GDP in savings. It has increased the economy, increased the growth of jobs, increased the amount of wealth, and it dramatically solves Social Security without a payment cut and without having to hurt anybody. So I think you can have a series of entitlement reforms that frankly make most of this problem go away without going through the kind of austerity and pain that this city likes.
Let's talk about that, Congresswoman Bachmann. The Social Security, Medicare, health care. What would you cut first? What would you tackle if you were